Another change that we made for this year, if you've been to a one-act play festival before, or a short play festival, is that every director gets to come up here and introduce their show. So that's what I'm here for. My name is Stacy Pickens. I'm a senior here at the University of Central Oklahoma with a theater performance major, and I graduate in May. Thank God. Taking a little round. This is my 5th year. So anyway, I chose The Wizard of Oz as my senior capstone project because there's a few reasons. When I was little, all I remember is watching The Wizard of Oz, like my whole life, basically. It was my favorite movie. My mom said all the time I would sit down and watch it, and I wouldn't pay attention to anything else. And I think I was Glinda the Good Witch for Halloween like 6 years straight or something. I was in love with it. So I also chose it because as I'm nearing graduation, there's really no place like home, and that's kind of the theme that I get from Wizard of Oz. So I would like to welcome you to the wonderful land of Oz.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Oz. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.
Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back?
Please, sir, we've done what you told us. We brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We've melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Yes, sir. So we'd like you to keep your promise to us, if you please, sir.
Not so fast! Not so fast. I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, but I want to go home now.
You've had time enough already.
Yeah.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow.
If you were really great and powerful, you'd keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz, you ungrateful creatures? Be thankful I'm giving you audience tomorrow and not 20 years from now. The great Oz has spoken.
Who are you? Who are you?
Pay no attention to the woman behind the curtain.
Who are you?
I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. Yes.
I don't believe you.
Oh, no, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me.
That just makes you a humbug.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly so. I'm a humbug.
Oh, you're a very bad person.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good person. I'm just a very bad wizard.
Well, you better be good enough to bring Dorothy here back to Kansas.
Oh, now please don't be angry with me. I'll do anything you ask. Only, don't yell at me. It makes me nervous.
It makes you nervous.
Yes?
Well, what about us?
Well,
You promised us real things.
a real heart.
Real courage. That will be blonde.
You do. You're aiming low. You not only surprise, but grieve me. Why, that's a very mediocre commodity. Every creature that crawls on the earth or slinks through slimy seas has a brain. From the rock-bound coast of Maine to the sun... Oh, well, be that as it may, where I come from, we have universities, seats of great learning, where men go to become great thinkers. when they come out, they think deep thoughts, and with no more brains than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got. A diploma. Therefore, in consideration of your achievements, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universitas Comitium e Pluribus Unum, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of THD.
THD.
Yeah, that's Doctor of Thinkology.
The key to finding the area of an isosceles triangle is to divide two sides by the square root of the remaining side. I have a brain! I have a brain! How can I ever repay you?
Well, you can't! As for you, my fine friend, you are a victim of disorganized thinking. You are under the unfortunate delusion that simply because you run away from danger, you have no courage. You're confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes. Once a year, they take their fortitude out of mothballs and parade it down the main street of the city, and with no more courage than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got. A medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I hereby award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Oh, shucks, folks. I'm speechless.
As for you, my gallanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable. I could have been a world figure, a power among men, a successful wizard, had I not been obstructed by a heart.
But I still want one.
Yes. Back where I come from, we have men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They're called Yes, good deed doers. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got. A testimonial. Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take great pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. Oh, yes, it does. It does. Listen, Toto, it takes. Toto, come here.
Read what my medal says. Courage. Oh, ain't it the truth? Oh, ain't it the truth?
Oh, they're all wonderful. What about me? Is there anything in that packet for me?
You forced me into a cataclysmic decision. The only way to get you back to Kansas is for me to take you there myself.
Oh, would you? Could you? But are you a clever enough wizard to manage it?
Child, you cut me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas woman myself, born and bred in the heart of the Western Wilderness, premier balloonist, par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. Until one day, while performing spectacular feats of stratospheric skill never before attempted by civilized man, an unfortunate phenomenon occurred. The balloon failed to return to the fair. There I was, a woman without a continent.
Oh, weren't you frightened?
Frightened? You're talking to a woman who has laughed in the face of death, sneered at doom, and chuckled at catastrophe. I was petrified. And suddenly, the wind changed, and the balloon fell down into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed as the first Wizard Deluxe.
Oh,
And in that balloon, my dear Sanctuary, Dorothy, is where you and I will return to the land of E Pluribus Unum.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Dorothy!
There's no place like home.
Dorothy!
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. No place like home. There's no place like home.
Dorothy! It's me, Aunt Anne.
Oh, ATM!
Hello? Anybody home? Oh, I just stopped by because I heard the little girl got caught in the bag. Well, she seems all right now.
Yeah, she got a pretty big bump on the head.
Oh, Toto!
For a minute there, we thought she was going to leave us.
Oh?
But I did leave you. That's just the trouble. And I tried to get back for days and days.
There. Lie quiet now. You just had a bad dream.
No.
Sure. Remember me? Your old pal, huh?
Couldn't forget a face like mine now, could you?
But it wasn't a dream. It was real. And you were there. But you couldn't have been, could you?
We all have silly dreams when we...
No, Auntie M. This was a real, truly live place. And I remember that some of it wasn't very nice. But no, most of it was beautiful. But all I kept saying to everyone was, I want to go home. And they sent me home. Doesn't anyone believe me?
Of course we believe you, Dorothy.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home. And this is my room. And you're all here. And I'm never, ever going to leave this place again because I love you all. And oh, Auntie M, there's no place like home.